Today in military history, 1973, North Vietnam begins to release U.S. prisoners of war. Throughout the Vietnam War, the United States was concerned with the return of POWs and accounting for those missing in action. Today in military history, 1770, British soldiers and colonial citizens clash in the Boston Massacre. The British had occupied Boston since 1768. Today in military history, 1969, Airman First Class John L. Levittow becomes the lowest-ranking member of the Air Force to earn a Medal of Honor. Levittow was the loadmaster aboard an AC-47 Spooky gunship in South Vietnam when his aircraft was struck by a mortar round. Today in military history, 1898, a massive explosion sinks the USS Maine in Cuba, sparking the Spanish-American War later that spring. Recent investigations suggest that the explosion was caused by a fire in the ammunition stocks and not by an act of sabotage, but no one really knows what sank the Maine or killed 260 of the souls aboard. Today in military history, 1920, the USS Langley is commissioned as the United States' first aircraft carrier. Her origins begin in 1911, when the keel was laid for a Proteus-class collier named Jupiter. In 1942, she was attacked by Japanese bombers and scuttled by her crew, to rest safely out of the enemy's hands. But her legacy has forged the most powerful Navy the world has ever seen. Today in military history, 1917, President Woodrow Wilson grants U.S. citizenship to Puerto Ricans and calls upon them to serve in World War I. Puerto Rico had been a territory of the United States since 1898. Puerto Rico would defend the Panama Canal and serve on the Western Front, and Puerto Ricans would faithfully continue to serve in the U.S. Armed Forces, including World War II, the Korean War, Vietnam, the Gulf War, and in post-9/11 conflicts.